Hey, y'all turn that volume down.
Yeah.
All right. You see I got a delay? So crazy. All right, Shalom, Yasharal. I want to give infinite honors to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakakadash. I also want to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles, great millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers in Yahweh, God puts in this true cross for wins in this final hour. Shalom, one of you brothers. All right, this clip, man, I'm going to go into count the calls, man. We are in this final hour when you got a lot of brothers coming in, and, you know, some guys look at this thing and they see a lot of wisdom ooze from brothers, and they see things that they never saw before, like the way men of the Lord deal with the heathen and oppressor. You deal with them. You see guys talk to them with ruling class mentalities. They don't get in this submissive, I'm subservient to you vibration, and you just see the power of Yahweh Shema Shai coming before brothers. And you know, sometimes guys look at that and get mesmerized. All right, they be like, I want to be a part of that. Like when people saw Malcolm X and them in the streets following, and they was like, oh man, I want to be a part of that. That look good. Nah, it's more than that. All right, much more than that. It's about men getting that, turning into new creatures, getting renewed mindsets, and serving Yahweh Shema Shai. And one of the costs that you're going to learn about coming into this phase, if you got to die for Yahweh Shema Shai, if it comes to it, you might have to die for your brother. You might have to look at your children get put to death. You might have to look at, you're going to see most of the people you know put to death. That come with the territory, because the vast majority of our people are going to die on this side. But as it pertains to serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, guess what, man? You got to count the cost, man. This ain't no thing to come up here thinking you're going to do a debate, make somebody look bad, confound people, so on and so forth. Is nah. This is life and death. In fact, let's see what the beloved, our first king, all right, this is Deuteronomy 30 and 15. Mashah, aka Moses. This is Deuteronomy 30 and 15, and this is the vibration that the truth is all about. All right. See, I have said before this day, life and good and death and evil. All right. And when you choose life and good, guess what? You might have to give up the ghost to keep the testimony of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because if you're outside of the temple, you're gonna die anyway. All right. But when you come to this truth, hey man, your mortal soul lies in the balance. All right. Now, there's such thing as an honorable death, a noble death. All right. If we have to give up the ghost, that's what we want, you know. But you have to count the cost, man. All right. It's easy to come up there and say Yahweh Shema Shai, death DTA to the so-called white man, DTA to USA, all that. All right. But it's different when you got gathered guns in your face. It's different when you see brothers you know personally. They held fast, and look, they went to the guillotine. They got shot in the head, so on and so forth. And you know the same people that did it to them is coming for you. All right. Now, Salakia, I gotta take this call for my children. Hello. Hey, Simone, I'm on an important call. I'm gonna call you back in a few. All right? Yeah, I'm gonna call you back in a few. I'm doing some. I'm handling some important business. Hey, go call her. All right, Salakia for that. All right, so things written aforetime was written for our learning, man. All right, so when you look at the early church, man, a lot of these names you read, like all right, history tells you that all of the disciples, those 12, gave up the ghost and gave up their lives for the testimony of Yahweh Shai, with the exception of John the Revelator. But when you read about all of these people that Paul wrote those letters to, those 70, when you read Luke 10th chapter, those 70 that was following Yahushua, man, bro, damn near all of them got killed. A great number of them got killed for the testimony of Yahushua. A great number of Akim in the early church gave up the ghost, and those that came after them in the second, in the 200s. All right, 200 AD. All right, 200 years after our great king was on the planet Earth. Everybody that was pushing their doctrine is through the archives of history, they was getting put down, and they stood so stiffly for the testimony of Yahushua. You have to count that cost, man. You have to count that cost, man. So without further ado, I'm gonna go to Romans, the 15th chapter. This is Romans 15 and the 4th verse. All right, and it reads, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime, ancient time past, I write these scriptures." All these scriptures was written 2,000 years ago and more. All right, that's aforetime in the past. We're written for our learning. We are supposed to read these things. All right, and the secular history that all around it, we funnel it through the scriptures, because a lot of the martyrs that was in the early church is not in the scriptures. All right, so you have to study yourself, show thyself approved, and learn about history and what was going on during those persecution years, all the way up to the 300s, damn near to the 400s. All right, that through patience and comfort of the scriptures, we might have hope. All right, so and patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Okay, so when we read these things, what happened aforetime, you have to know, all right, it happened to these men of the Lord. What made me better than them? What make my walk any different than theirs? If it happened to them, you got to count the cost and know that it can happen to us. Okay, we all don't know our lots, and it's etched in stone. It got precepts that let us know that some of us are gonna a great number of brothers. I'm gonna go get them precepts. It's gonna not a great number of brothers. We just know, hey, brothers are gonna all right. I heard Elder Tahar say this before. Every camp, somebody gonna give up the ghost for the testimony of Yahushua. All right. I heard the beloved Elder Apostle say that before. Every cup, somebody's gonna get put to death for the testimony of Yahushua. All right. This is John chapter 16, verse 2. "They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yeah, the time cometh. All right, that time that cometh is here. It's here right now. We're living in it. We're walking in it. That whosoever killeth you would think they do of Yahweh Shemawashah service." All right, so the time coming that the persecution is going to come on the men of the Lord, and men are going to get put to death, and those that put us to death are going to think they're doing it for Yahweh Shemawashah. All right, that's why it's written in the book of Thessalonians that they shall believe that he would send them strong delusion, they will believe a lie. That delusion gonna be so strong, you're gonna have people that think they serving the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, trying to put us to death, his real servants, man. All right, so it's written in this etched in stone that men of the Lord are gonna get put to death. Now let's go back into ancient times. So I'm gonna start off in you know what? I'm gonna bring some more precepts out. All right. Start off with the banger. All right. This is the book of the physician. He was put to death too, according to history. Luke, who this book is named after, he was put to death. All right. Damn near everybody, man. Damn near everybody in the new church that you read about, that you hear their names, they were martyrs. All right. This is Luke 14 and 28. Here we go. "For which of you intending to build a tower, sit not down first and count the cost?" All right. So when you go, when a guy makes a decision, he's going to buy a house, build a house, he's going to build a building or whatnot. What do you do first? All right. You get the blueprints. All right. Get the blueprints. You see, you see how much money it's going to cost to get your material. All right. You see, if it is you sometimes guys want to build houses somewhere, they got to go pack more dirt and bring sand to make the foundation more thorough. Okay. It's a lot of things you got to do before you build the house. Okay. What we're doing right now, we're in a race, man. All right. And it's a race of endurance. And through this in this race, guess what? Fiery darts that's trying to kill you. All right. Great King told Peter, say want to sift you as wheat. All right. So he was talking about, man, literally kill your motherfucking ass. All right. So you got to count the cost and know what's going on when you sign up to serve Yahweh Shema Shah, because guess what? He gives us fair warning. All right. And it reads, sitting not down first and count of the cost, whether he is sufficient to finish this. All right. You have to count the cost and know when you come to serve Yahweh Shema Shah, the same thing that happened to our great king can happen to you, because the servant isn't above the master. And he told us that. Let me get that. Let me get that in the book of John. All right. We're not above him. If it happened to him, it can happen to us. Okay. This is John 7, verse 7. And it reads, the world cannot hate you, but me have hated, because I testified of it that the works thereof are evil. All right. And we're doing the same thing he's doing. So for him coming to testify against the world that the works that were evil, let's see what came down on him. We'll skip down to verse 19. And it reads, did not Moses give you the law? Yet none of you keep the law. Why do you go about to kill me? So for him testifying against the world, what did they do? They wanted him dead. All right. They killed him. And then look, he's talking to his own people. All right. That's why it's imperative through the spirit. You got to cut that spiritual, that emotional, let me say that emotional connection you have to your family, because he was talking to his people right here. And he said, what y'all trying to kill me if you keeping the commandments? All right. And we're not above him. All right. If they tried to kill him, you got to understand these same people are back in their lives again. All right. Those that killed the prophets. Let me get that. All right. Those that killed the prophets. All right. They killed the servants of Yahweh Shema Shah. Guess what? They're back in the planet Earth, ready to do it again. Bloodthirsty men and women. All right. This is Matthew 23. You know what? I'm going to go straight to the point. I'm going to go to 37. All right. I normally start at 33, but I'm going to just get straight to the point. All right. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem that kills the prophets. All right. The prophets. All right. 2/3 of our people have always came against the men of the Lord for telling them the truth. That's why Paul wrote. He said, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yes. All right. And there's nothing new under the sun. And guess what? The love of many has waxed cold in this found out. They are worse now than they were back then. Okay? They are 10 times worse. The nation of Israel, they don't even know that they're Israelites. Okay? They are more bloodthirsty. They are of their father, the devil. They are in the spirit of Esau right now. All right? Of Satan. All right? So the ones that killed the prophets now are ready to do it again. Because, hey, things written aforetime were written for our learning. And stone is them which are sent to thee. The most I say, I'm going to raise up my servants in the last day to feed you with knowledge and wisdom. All right? So you don't think they're going to stone us? We see the looks when they pass camp. Our lives have been threatened. All right? They just waiting for the so-called white man to give them the green light to do it, and they're going to do it. All right? The so-called white man going to give them money purses. They're going to do it for 50 lucre. Okay? This is what you got to know, what you're signing up for when you come to serve Yahweh Shema Shah. How often would I gather our children together, even as a hen gather her chicks under her wings, and you would not? All right? And that's what we out here for, to give them this glorious gospel. All right? So these calamities don't befall them, and they could get under the wings of the Almighty and be protected from the turbulent times to come. But they would not. And behold, your house is left unto you desolate, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to inherit smoke and ashes, all right? But while they're inheriting smoke and ashes, they're going to be with their persecution that comes down on the men of the Lord. They're going to be a part of it like there was in ancient time past, all right? And you can't get around it. So if you come into this thing, because you think it looks good, or you think this is a a gang, you're in the wrong place, man. We about to feel this persecution. I feel it right now. All right, you can see this devil is about to stop being deceitful. All right, he's about to stop being a devil. He's about to come. He's about to stop being a serpent, trying to beguile his prey, trying to bewitch and manipulate things. He about to stop that shit. He about to come like a dragon, a fire-breathing dragon. He gonna stop trying to deceive you who he is. He gonna show you, no, I'm the devil. I'm him. All right? He's about to show everybody that. He's not about to be coming with this rainbow coalition, love everybody. No. Do what I say or die. That's what he about to do. Okay? This is revelation. I want revelation. All right? And we about to see it in the coming days, man. This is not far off. Man, we talking about before the year's end. Hey, everything's in place. The chip, the charagma is in place. The new currency. You have silver unrest right now. The love of many has waxed cold. Earthquakes in diverse places. The Most High, the only reason shit ain't hit the Most High is having mercy on the apple of his eye. Brothers, that last influx to come in, and for the brothers that are in to purge themselves, cleanse themselves. All right, take advantage of this grace. All right, to get built on your most holy faith so you can go through these turbulent times. All right, this is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of these things without your suffer. Brothers are going to suffer. All right, we suffering now. All right, but with this, we're not feeling real persecution right now. Yeah, they take down our videos. Yeah, they talk shit. Yeah, we're on child support. That's not real persecution. That's exercise. That's supposed to be building us up for the game. All right, that's practice. Like Allen Iverson say, the shit we going through right now is practice, and we're supposed to be overcoming. Barely paying your bills, take shit at the job. All right, being an offscouring in other nations. We're supposed to be just overcoming that shit like water now. Okay. That's getting us ready for the big game, okay? Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, all right? Concentration camps, all right? Now, that's the real deal, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. That just means a perfect set of time, all right? A complete set of time. Be thou found faithful unto death. So our great king, this is written in red, he's saying, look, prepare your mind that you might have to die for this. He said, I will give you a crown of life. Okay? So our great king is giving us a heads up. He does nothing without revealing his secrets to his servants, the prophets. So he's giving you the game. Look, man, you might have to die just like me. You might have to get tortured just like those brothers in the Maccabees, man. All right? You might have to get your head beheaded like Paul, man. Hey, this comes with the territory. You want to rule for eternity? All right? You want to rule over the nations forever? All right, hey, this is the cost. Count it. The risk is worth the reward, Akin. The risk is worth the reward, okay? This is second Ezra. Bear with me. It's second Ezra chapter 2, verse 47. All right. This is what we want. This is what we live for. All right. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna start up a little higher. The point is in 47. All right. This 243. This is what we living for. This is what we want. All right, this is, how people got dreams, goals, and aspirations here in America. This is a man of the Lord's dreams, goal, and aspirations. This is it. This pinnacle. This is what we're living for right here. This is 2 Ezra 2 and 43. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, talking about our great king, taller than all of the rest. All right, because he's going to have his heavenly body. He's got his new body. All right, he's extraterrestrial. Extra celestial being, because they say when he come back to the earth, he's not gonna meet him as a man. All right, he owns some other shit. All right, and upon every one of their heads, he set crowns, talking about his servants. All right, the ones, some of them died for his testimony. Some of them went through hell. Some of them probably didn't die, but got shot, got their hands cut off. All type of shit gonna happen in this final hour, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly, because he's the great king. He's the first of all creation. All right, he's always gonna be more exalted. So I asked the angel and said, "Sir, what are these?" All right. So the beloved brother Ezra, he in the spirit, he's seeing a hologram of the future, and he's seeing this ceremony that we are living for. All right. We don't want no fucking NBA championship, no NFL championship. We want our great king to say, "John, well done, good and faithful servant." It's the ceremony he's seeing in the spirit. And he said unto me, "These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, the ways of this world." All right. Money, cars, clothes, and hoes. You know the thought patterns of this life. Western philosophy, they done put that shit to a side, man. Fuck all that, man. And put on the immortal, renewing their minds through the washing of the word. All right, become a new creature. All right, having kingdom-minded mindsets. All right, stop having a peasant or a serf mindset and learning how to be a ruler, a kingdom, in the kingdom to come. All right, have dominion. Learning how to judge in righteousness. Okay, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. And the way you confess the name of Yahweh is just not by saying, "Oh, Yahweh Bashem Awashah, call halal Yahweh Bashem Awashah." The way you confess his name is about teaching, all right? By living the life. When I see you, you're a representation of Yahweh Bashem Awashah, all right? You seen George Bush Jr., he was a representation of George Bush Sr., not just in his name, just not because he had the same last name, because what he stood for, everything his father taught him, he went and pushed it out, all right? Now they are crowned and receive psalms. All right. Then said I unto the angel, "What young person is that crowneth them and give them palms in their hands?" Salakia. So he answered and said to me, "This is the son of power, Yahweh Shai. All right, our great king, the captain of our salvation, whom they have confessed in the world, who they prophesied about. All right. Who stood up to the evildoers, all right, in the face of all them that afflicted them with great boldness, all right, prophesying even if their lives had to be taken, okay? Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashem Awashah. That standing so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashem Awashah is having Green Beret killers, contract killers, drones, robots, fucking cane Corsos, German Shepherds, AKs, SKs, laser beams coming for you to kill you because you would not renounce Yahweh Bashem Awashah. All right? You standing so stiffly for that, you got to count the cost, man. He didn't love their children. He didn't love his children. Oh, they didn't caught your children, threatened to kill your children. You like, fuck that, man. Whatever I lose, according to his word, he said, I'm going to receive it 100-fold. Kill their little asses. All right? You know, Abaratazah, our children, be able to survive, but you got to, we prepare for the worst and hope for the best. All right? You got to know anything can happen in this society, in this final hour. All right? Anything can happen. Okay? Just because you love your children, how about Shema Shah might love them. Okay? And it might be your test. Okay? Now let's get when I was going through this was sending chills down my spine. All right, let's go down this list. All of these beloved patriarchs. All right, all our beloved brothers that we read about. Let's see what happened to them. Okay. John the Baptist, that's in the scripture, he got beheaded behind that bitch. All right, but hey, he stood stiffly. All right, he didn't renounce Yahweh Shai. All right, he was a man of the Lord. He endured to the end. John the Baptist, son of Zechariah and Elizabeth, beheaded in the castle of Masharis at the command of Herod Antipas in AD 32. All right. And this is sermonindex.net, all right, about a lot of the martyrs throughout history that got put down. All right, our great king, Yahweh Shai, crucified, the son of Yahweh, crucified in Jerusalem, okay? And they got a note, the death of Hamashiach was not simply a death of a martyr, as Catholics and many others falsely believe. Yahweh Shai died sacrificially. The suffering, the judgment of Yahweh's divine substitute for their sins of their people. All right. He was a sacrifice. All right. He was a man like everybody else. Okay. That Holy Trinity shit, bullshit. Okay. Stephen, stoned to death. Stephen was definitely a martyr. All right. He was killed for prophesying and testifying of Yahweh Shema Shai. He was definitely a martyr. All right. That's written in the scriptures. All right. Stephen, one of these 7 deacons of the church of Jerusalem, stoned without the gate of the city by the libertines, AD 34, shortly after the death of Hamashiach. Okay. James was slain with the sword. James, the son of Zebedee, put to death with the sword by Herod Agrippa in Jerusalem, AD 45. Apostle Philip, stoned to death, all right? Philip was stoned, okay? When you read about him in Acts, the 8th chapter, when he went down there and edified that European eunuch, that brother was put to death, man. The holy apostle Philip, bound with his head to a pillar, stoned, damn, at Hierapolis in Phrygia, Salakia, if I mispronounce it, AD 54. All right. This old early church was getting put down. All right. Because they turned the world upside down. And the more they killed us, the more people woke up and believed. Okay. Because when you see your brother die before you valiantly, nobly, with no fear, all right, all that's going to do is build up your strength. All right. And if you're weak, that's going to make you scared and you're going to sell out, man. Okay. Fuck, you see your brother do it for the testimony of how about Shema Shai is supposed to put more strength to you. James, the brother of Hamashiach, beaten to death. Damn. All right. And he was the head of the circumcision, James and Peter. James, son of Alphas, a brother of the Lord, cast down from the temple, stoned, and beat to death with a club, AD 63. Damn. Barnabas, the beloved brother Barnabas, who Paul had the issue with, and they separated, all right? Because Barnabas separated Paul, didn't make Barnabas wicked or Paul wicked. They didn't see eye to eye, but guess what they kept doing? They kept pushing his truth. And guess what? That brother was burnt alive. Damn. Burnt alive for the testimony of Hamashiach, man. All right? This is what you got to count the cost. We not graded. Well, hey, what make us different than these men? The only thing that make us different than these men, we live in a time of technology, in modern time. All right, the same persecution this is Acts 2.0. This is it. All right, this is Acts 2.0. We're doing the same thing they did. All right, we're waking up the elect, and the devils hate it. All right, and guess what? We're in Rome 2.0. America is Rome reborn, according to Revelation the 13th chapter, man. The beast that wound was healed, man. All right. Barnabas, whoa, that must have been a wrong, different Barnabas I read about up top. All right. Well, that's the same Barnabas, Salakia for that. Barnabas, a companion of Apostle Paul, dragged out of the city and burnt at Samania in Cyprus, AD 64. Okay. And when you read the scriptures about Barnabas, the scriptures about spoke highly of that brother, man, in the book of Acts. Okay? Mark dragged to death. Mark, the author of the Gospel of Mark, the holy evangelist, dragged to the stake at Alexandria. So he died in Africa, because I think Alexandria was in the land of Ham. Died on the way, AD 64. Okay? Apostle Peter crucified, history tells that. Simon Peter, the holy apostle, crucified with his head downward under Emperor Nero. You see, Nero had a lot of other brothers put to death. All right, that bitch here. Nero had a lot of Akim put to death. Because I got some more excerpts about who he had put to death. All right, Shalom, all right? Okay. Nero got a lot to pay for in the kingdom of heaven, man. He got a lot to pay for. That nigga Nero. I think he Donald Trump. He looked like him. His bust The old ancient Roman bust that he had looks like Donald Trump. Okay. Apostle Paul beheaded. Paul the apostle of Hamashiach, sorely persecuted and finally beheaded at Rome under the Emperor Nero. So Nero had Paul and Peter put to death. The same year, the head of the Paul mission was to go to the Israelite foreigners, the Gentiles, and Peter was the head of the circumcision, the Israelites, the Hellenists and Hellenistas. Okay. Aristarchus, slain. Aristarchus, a traveling companion of Paul, slain at Rome under Nero about 70 AD. All right, now check peep game. See, a lot of these guys, these names are in the scriptures. All right, and Paul gave them a lot of them shout outs in the book of Acts. All right, this is Acts. Chapter 19. Verse 28. All right. And it reads, and when he heard these things saying, they were full of wrath and cried, saying, great is Diana of the Ephesians. When Paul prophesied, riots broke out. That time is coming again, okay? And people are going to react the same way these Ephesians reacted. All right. You have to be prepared for that. And the whole city was filled with confusion. All right, America, when you read Isaiah the 19th chapter, what our Heavenly Father say he's going to do? He's going to put a perverse spirit in America, okay, in Egypt. And having caught Gaius and Arstarchus, men of Macedonians, Paul's companions in travel, they rushed with one accord into the theater, you see? These brothers that was laboring with Paul, they were put to death too, man. All right? Aristarchus. All right? I would think that's probably where an aristocrat come from. All right? But yeah, a lot of these guys you read about, man, when Paul says, salute this guy, salute that guy, all right? These guys were put to death too. Epaphras, slain, a fellow prisoner of Paul under Nero about 70 AD. All right? Let's get him. He in the scriptures. This guy in the scriptures too. All right? So, you got to have in your mind, man, the same things happen to these brothers could happen to us. It's what we get prepared for, man. Once you're not afraid of death, you know, it seemed like it'll be easy, but, you know, this is why we fast and pray, man. All right? We know what awaits us, man. All right? So you're supposed to embrace the guillotine. You want to get to the part where, hey, man, if your mom or your dad die, fuck it. If your dog, your children, man, fuck that. If you got to die, fuck it. All right? You do it all to stand stiffly for the testimony of Yahushua if it comes to it. And you have to count that cost. As you learned of Epaphras, our dear fellow servant, see, he was a servant of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and he had to give up the ghost for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who was for you a faithful minister of Hamashiach. All right? History tells it. That brother was put to death by Nero too. Wait, no. Yeah, he was put to death by Nero too. I see, boy, Nero was getting all them brothers put to death, man. Epaphras, a fellow prisoner of Paul, slain under Nero, about AD 70. Okay? All right? Four fellow laborers and relatives of Paul. All right? Priscilla, Aquila. See? They're in the scriptures. All right? Priscilla and Aquila's in the scriptures. They got put to death. Okay? I think they was husband and wife. Priscilla and Aquila, okay? And they labor with Paul, waking up the Israelite foreigners throughout Asia Minor. They were put to death, man. All right? Andronicus Jr. martyred at Rome under Nero, okay? Silas scourged and martyred. See, the beloved brother Silas. Silas is in the scriptures, man. Okay? Let's see where that brother at. See, this is what's written aforetime for our learning. All right? If it happened to them, it can happen to us. So we got to be bold and stand stiffly like these brothers did. All right? These are valiant men, noble men who held it down, who were found faithful unto death. Okay? And Judas and Silas, being prophets also themselves, exhorted the brother with many words and confirmed them. And guess what they ultimately did? Died for the testimony of Mashiach Yahushua. And guess what? They're here today. Judas and Silas, they're here today. Prophesying, man. Back in their lots, man. Okay? All right? Onesiphorus and Parphyrus tied to wild horses, dragged to death. God damn. Horrific way to die. One, Cyphorus, if I'm pronouncing it right, a friend of Paul. Porphyrius, his companion, tied to wild horses and dragged and torn to death at Helipontus through the edict of Nero. Boy, Nero, boy, whoever you are. I think it's Donald Trump. And you know me speaking as a man. All right? You got a lot to pay for, nigga, whoever you is. All right? Whoever you are. All right? This is 2 Timothy. All right? All these are valiant men, man, that labor with Paul, man. All right? 2 Timothy 1:16, and it reads, the Lord give mercy unto the household of one Sapphirus, for he often refreshed me and was not ashamed of my chain, man. That's what we're supposed to do. Paul was in a dungeon suffering. All right, and this brother came and refreshed him, man. All right, this brother gonna be honored, man. And then guess what? For helping Paul, he was put to death. Fuck, the way he died seemed like it was more horrific than Paul, because getting beheaded seemed like a clean, swift death. Getting pulled apart by horses, man, that's horrific. Okay? All right? Andrew was crucified, all right? The holy apostle, crucified at Patras in Achaia about AD 70. All right? All right, in 70 AD, it was going down. In 7 AD, it was going down. So when Titus and Vespasian came, man, they were just looking for all the believers, all those brothers to kill them, man. All right? Well, you know what? Them dudes had left Jerusalem. All right? So they just must have been on the government's hit list. See, and that's what's going to happen to us, because Thomas and all them, yeah, Thomas was in India. They was all throughout the earth. All right? By the time 7 AD came, John was on Patmos. All right? So what happened, the government said, look, these guys, these head guys, wherever they are, go find them and kill them. All right? So that you don't think they're going to do that in these modern times? They these feds building cases on us. All right, all these videos we pushing out all the times we're on the highways prophesying. They're going to do the same thing, man. Bartholomew, tortured and beheaded. The holy apostle of Hamashiach, the first greatly tortured, then flayed alive, finally beheaded in Armenia by King Astyages about 70 AD. Okay? And these are the holy apostles, man. Thomas, tortured and burnt alive in the furnace. Shit. Thomas, sometimes called Donatimus, the holy apostle of Hamashiach, tormented with red-hot plates cast into a furnace, and his side pierced with spears by the savages of Calamity about AD 70. And those same savages are here, man. All right. This is what you got to know, man. All right. This is what you got to know. And this is scriptures you got to hold fast on to. This is the book of Matthew. '28. And 18. You know what? I'm going to go straight to the point. This is Matthew 28 and 20. Teach them to observe all things what I've commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the world. Amen. Even if to your last breath, you know our great King is with you, man. All right? Even to your last breath, man. Our great King is with us. All right? So, man, we gotta hold fast. All right? That's what the scriptures mean when they say get built on your most holy faith. You're getting built on your most holy faith. All right? So you could, if it come to it, you got to be ready to die. You got to be ready to see your loved ones die. All right? So-called. Or you got to be ready to die for one of your brothers. All right? So with that, I want to give infinite honors to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, the great millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers in Yahushua. Kwam Yasharala, Abba Abba.